Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about how to design a obstacles avoidance robot using Proteus software and Arduino IDE. First, I am going to explain how to design the robot. Second, I am going to explain how to write the program. Third one, we are going to see the output. So now let us take a four-wheel robot. So if you take a robo, there is a front side and back side. Front side, there are two motors are available. One is the left side, another one is right side. And back side also two motors. One is called as left side, another one is right side. So I am using a DC motor. So this is called as left side DC motor, right side DC motor, that is called as front, and this is called as back side, left side and right side. So the sender, I'm having the Arduino controller. This is the heart of the robot. Next, I'm having two driver circuit, one for the front two motors, another driver circuit for back two motors. This driver circuit it is used to control these two motors, and this driver circuit it is used to control these two motors. Next, I'm using here three sensors. I'm using. So what is the use of that sensor means if there is any obstacles is in front of the robot, it will detect and it will give the signal to the controller. So this is for the front and this is for the left side and this is for the right side. So if there is any obstacles in the front, so this sensor it will give the indication to the controller. So the controller what it will means it will tell the robot to turn left or right. Suppose in the left side also there is an obstacles, it will move to the right side. So when all the three sides, front, left and right, all the three sides you are having the obstacle means it will move backwards. After that it will move left and right. So this is the how robot works. So here I am using the infrared sensor. So you can use the ultrasonic sensor also you can use. Next one is stepper motor also you can use, servo motor also we can use. So these are the main components of the robot. So after these are the main components. So the sensor it consists of four pins. One is called a VCC, another one is called as ground, another one is called as out, another one is called as input. Next, this is called as an driver circuit. So first, this motor is connected to the out 1 and 2, and this motor, right side motor is connected to out 3 and 4. Next, the inputs 1, 2, and 3, 4, it is connected to the Arduino controller. Likewise, here, second driver circuit in 1 and 2 is connected to the Arduino. In 3 and 4 also it is connected to Arduino. The out is connected to the motor. So after that, you have to do all the connections. Okay, when the connection is over, you have to write the program. So here, how I am going to write means, suppose here you are having the value 0. If 3 sensor value is 0, that means there is no obstacles in front of the robot. So the robot will move forward. So move forward means all the motors will rotate in the clockwise direction. Suppose in the left side there is an obstacle, front obstacles, right side obstacles. So what will happen is the motor, the robo will move backwards. So all the motors it will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Suppose we are having obstacles in the front, left side and right side there is no obstacle means it will move rightwards. So rightward means this two motor it will rotate anti-clockwise and this two motor it will rotate clockwise. Next, So right side there is an obstacles, or otherwise you assume that okay, left side is an obstacle is there, and the front side there is an obstacle is there, so it will move right side. So these two motors it will rotate in anti-clockwise, and these two motors it will rotate in the clockwise. So now right side and front side there is an obstacle means it will move left. So move left means these two motors it will rotate in the clockwise, these two motors it will rotate in anti-clockwise. Here giving the numbers 21, 20, 19. So this is called as input pin and this is called as output. So 21 means sensor output is connected to the Arduino controller, and here 19 it is connected to Arduino controller. This is 20, it is connected to Arduino controller. Next, these three 8 pins are called as output pins, that is called as motor. So this pin number 6 to 13 is connected to the input of the driver circuit 1, 2, 3, 4 and here. And from the driver circuit, the output is connected to the motor. Next, I am going to explain the program. So first, I am going to initialize the pins. So I am going to use some 9 pins. So first 3 in 9 more, then 8 plus 3 means 11 pins. 3 input pins and 8 output pins. So these are called as motor pins. Front left motor 1, 2, right motor 1, 2. Each motor consists of 2 pins. So totally 8 pins are there. Back left motor 1 and 2, back right motor 1 and 2. So these are called as motor pins. So I am initializing as a variable that is called as an integer. Next, these 3 pins are called as input pin. So there are 3 sensors are there. 8 motor, 4 motors are there, 8 pins are there. All are called as output. Next one is 3 sensors are available. So that is called as front sensor, right sensor, left sensor. So I have assigned the pin 0, 1 and 2. So here I am assigning 6 to 13. So here I am using one variable switch FS, front sensor, right sensor, left sensor. So that variable I am declaring that is an integer. Initially I am going to assume as an 0. The sensor value is 0. Next, 3 pins is input because the sensor means it is called as an input. So I am initializing as input, and these 8 pins are called as output because the motor it is called as an output device. So I am initializing as output. So first what it will do means it will retrieve the digital value from the front sensor, left sensor and right sensor, and it will store in this variable. So I am using a digital read, so the value will be 0 and 1. Suppose there is no obstacles, so all the sensor value will be 0. So it will read the value and it will store in this variable. So if there is no obstacles, so the switch FS value is 0, switch LS value is 0, switch RS value is 0. Now I am writing the condition. If switch is 0 and right sensor is 0 and left sensor is 0, what I am going to do means I am going to rotate all the motors in clockwise direction. So if you give high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, all the motors it will rotate in the clockwise direction. Suppose there is an obstacles in the front, left side and right side. So what will happen means this condition will not satisfy, and this condition also not satisfied. So it will come here. So here 1 means obstacle is there. So front side obstacle is there, right side obstacle is there, left side obstacle is there. So what you are writing as low, high, low, high, low, high. So the motor polarity I am going to change. So automatically the motor will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. So if you see this condition, left sensor value is 0. Right side there is an obstacle is there, front side obstacle is there. So motor will move left side. So what will happen means left side motor will rotate in the clockwise direction, right side motor will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. For that I have written this condition. Next here if you see here, right side sensor value is 0. Left and front there is an obstacle is there. So it will move to the right. So this is the condition. So it will check there is no obstacle, it will move forward. First condition will be satisfied. So it will move forward. And next, if there is any obstacles in the front, it will move towards right. Next, right side, if there is any obstacles, on the front side any obstacles, it will move to the left side. And if three sides there is an obstacle, it will move backward. This is the program. Next I'm going to show the output. Double click the Arduino controller. There is a Robo1 program. Next click play. So you see here, this motor is rotating in clockwise direction. This is rotating in clockwise direction, and these two motor is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. You can write the different methods. By different methods, you can write the program. So now, all the four motors, it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction because there is an obstacles in the front, left side, and right side. Now I am doing 0, 0, 0. So there is no obstacles. So what will happen is the motor is rotating in clockwise direction. So like that, we can give some obstacles and we can change the motor direction. So we are planned to do this robo in the hardware, but due to this corona, we are not able to do it in the hardware. So we are going to simulate using this Proteus software. So this is all about the obstacle avoidance robot. Thank you.